Jesse Minter was hired last week. He was introduced officially on Thursday. Suit and tie press conference. That's fine. When in Rome, that's how it works. Here is Jesse Minter on what former Ravens coach John Harbaugh told him about his job in Baltimore.
Yeah, I've talked to Coach a couple times. Tons of respect for John. The 18 years here, wonderful success. Probably, Super Bowl, probably in the Ring of Honor one day. And so tons of respect for everything that he's done. We've had just a couple of small conversations. He knows how I feel about this place. He did text me like, I think they should hire you. That was just one of the texts he sent, so I appreciated that. But love John, and really just take the foundation in place and build on it and make it better and put my own spin on it and not try to be John Harbaugh, not try to be Jim Harbaugh, be myself, connect with everybody, make it about all of us, and I really look forward to doing that.
Okay, so there's the guy who wears the suit because he wants to. There's the guy who wears the suit because he has to, but he warms up to it, and he realizes this improves my overall vibe. Then there's the guy who objects with every fiber of his being to being inside of a suit. That's Jesse Minter. It's like his body was trying to reject that suit like a new liver. He wanted nothing to do with being in that suit. Everything about his demeanor, everything about one of the first things you do when you put your jacket on is you make sure that the end of the jacket, the sleeve, I think is the technical term, is pulled down far enough so it covers part of the cuff of your shirt. There's just a basic way. You get your tie right. You get your, that shirt's a little too big for him. Not that I am a fashionista, but I know what it means to wear a suit and how to get into the suit and how to make it look like you want to wear the suit. And all I'm saying is he is giving off not Ben McAdoo, David Byrne, giant talking head suit vibe. He is giving off vibe of get me out of this frickin' suit as soon as possible and burn it. So anyway, I just think it's funny because he's never going to wear that suit again. Well, I mean, really, when do you wear a suit nowadays? For football coaches, that's it. Okay. More importantly, Jesse Minter discussed the most important relationship that he'll have as head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, and that is the one with a quarterback who is only under contract for 2 more years. Oh, Ravens fans don't want to hear that. Guess what? He's only under contract for 2 more years unless and until they extend it, and they'd like to do it before free agency, which begins in only 5 weeks. That said, here's Jesse Minter talking about franchise quarterback Lamar Jackson.
It's been great. It's been great to get to know him. I think relationships take time, and so you don't become the head coach of the Ravens and expect to have a deep relationship with anybody. So those take time. We've been working towards that already. We've had wonderful conversations. Look forward to many, many more. But Lamar, I just look forward to connecting with him, helping him become the best version of himself, creating a team identity that allows him to thrive, which he's already proven to be an elite, one of the best player in the National Football League, and put a team around him that allows him to reach that ultimate goal of bringing a Super Bowl back to Baltimore.
That all sounds great. It's exactly what he needs to say. The only thing that struck me as odd when I heard that yesterday, and it reminded me when I heard it again today, he was in Baltimore for 3 years of Lamar Jackson's career, 2018, 2019, 2020. And I know it's a lot of people, but when you're there together every day, they already know each other, don't they? Don't they already have a relationship? I thought there was something about how Minter worked with Lamar Jackson, on the scout team at some point. This shouldn't be a stranger situation. This should be picking up where we left off after Minter was last there in the 2020 season before he went to Vanderbilt for a year. Then he went to Michigan for 2. Then he went to the Chargers for 2, and now he's the head coach. So I just get a vibe like these two have never worked together in that answer. They have worked together. They should have had a relationship already. This is a question of taking that relationship and moving it and crafting it into a new one that is going to be an extremely important relationship. And we still don't know what Lamar Jackson thinks of the hire. I didn't see any mention that Lamar Jackson was there yesterday. We know that Josh Allen was at Joe Brady's introductory press conference on crutches. We know that Josh Allen was involved in all of the interviews. Remember, we heard Steve Bisciotti a couple of weeks ago talk about how he wants Lamar Jackson to be involved. I still don't know how involved he was. I still don't know whether he's on board with a first-time head coach who has a defensive pedigree. Would he have preferred an offensive coordinator, somebody who's been a head coach? Did he give a list of coaches he would like to see the team hire? And was that list taken into consideration? Did he get a seat at the table like Josh Allen did? These are all things to be determined, and it may be determined by an announcement in the next month that they've worked out a long-term contract and will be there for the next 5 years. And that's the best-case scenario for the Ravens if it happens. But we just don't know at this point. And we know there's enough smoke there that we need to pay attention to the possible flicker of a flame. We're going to take a break. When we return, we will wrap up this Friday edition of PFT Live. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.